Every day in the USA, people find themselves in court.
If we are recording and broadcasting, Mandy.
Yes, we are, Judge.
Very well. Then we'll go ahead and start the Butler County, Kansas first appearance docket of April 30, 2025. First case that the court has on this docket involves Carlos Matthews. So Matthews, I trust you're the guy that's sitting at the detention center Zoom location?
Yes, sir.
All right. Just wanted to confirm that before I go any further. Again, this is State versus Carlos Matthews, and it's 23 TR 81895 with Cheryl Pierce appearing for the state of Kansas and the Butler County Attorney's Office, and obviously Mr. Matthews appearing from the jail Zoom. This matter comes before the court at this time in furtherance of a request for revocation of probation, a conviction previously for apparently driving while habitual violator, a Class A misdemeanor. The allegations are, Mr. Matthews, that you had a positive test for cocaine and meth, missed 2 appointments, and failed to make payments on your case. Further hearing will need to be set in regards to these allegations. Court's going to give you an expedited setting in this case. I'm going to set this with Judge Lee on May 16, 2025, 1:30 p.m. May 16, 1:30 p.m.
Your Honor, may I speak?
You may.
Your Honor, this revocation happened over in Sumner County, of which I spent 5 weeks for, and I was released past Saturday. I did miss my appointment over here in Butler. I paid off my fines over there. I've been reinstated.
Over there, but you had another case over in Sumner, is what you're telling me, right?
That's where I'm being violated for.
No.
This violation is on account of that one. I've never had a bad UA here, and I've been wanting to pay off my fines here. I'm ready to pay off my fines here. I have not tried avoided or evaded my probation here, sir. I've been in jail for the last 5 weeks over there. I was released, and I have always tried to be in touch with Sarah Wheeler. Your Honor, I've called that woman a lot of times without an answer. When I called her and let her know before I was turning myself in over there, numerous times. I called her when I got out Saturday. I called her Monday morning when I reported over there as I was told, and I'm having my probation transferred to Kansas City. I can't make the trips, Your Honor. I called her while I was waiting for the probation officer, and I got a hold of her. And she took all my information, told me that all the good things that I could pay my fine and mail it in. And she took my address to transfer my probation. And then I was arrested while I was sitting there speaking with the probation officer over there. I did tell her that I wanted to come in over here if I needed to. My family was there driving me around. This happened Monday. I'm prepared to pay off my fines. I am a drug addict. I have been since I was in the military, Your Honor. It's something that I deal with. That was 4 months ago when I relapsed. I need my probation transferred. I can't make the trips. I did miss an appointment with Miss Wheeler, 1 appointment. I've kept up with her. Okay. I violated over in Sumner County where I gave a dirty UA back in January. I've done 5 weeks for that. They reinstated me, Your Honor. All right. I just got out Saturday.
Mr. Matthews, let me ask you this question. How do
Yes,
you get around? I mean, I trust you still don't have any driving privileges, right?
Well, Your Honor, I haven't driven for a year. And my cousin John drove me down here 4 times. Okay. And was able to report John 75. Okay. And I don't, Your Honor. Sometimes I can't get to the grocery store at home, you know. But I definitely can't get on the highway, and you know, I missed appointments. I missed that appointment over there, and Chris Hollister, he violated me for it. And when he told me that, I made my way down. I turned myself in. I'm not trying to get away from this thing. This is important. I've got a couple of them. I can't do it over the road.
All
I
right.
tried to.
All right, Mr. Matthews, generally speaking, you're entitled to a due process hearing on these violations, and you kind of suggest to me that you're not really comfortable agreeing that you committed all these violations. You have the right to an attorney to represent you, and of course, as you know, if you can't afford to hire your own lawyer, an attorney will be appointed for you to represent you at the hearing.
Your Honor,
Theoretically, you could waive counsel, admit the violations, and proceed to disposition today. We rarely handle things that way because we want to make sure we're being fair to you. You understand these things?
yes, sir.
Mr.
Your Honor,
Matthews?
I did give a dirty UA, and I have not paid off my $368 here yet.
Okay.
My fines are paid over in full. The reason why I have this revocation is because I violated over there.
Mhm.
I only missed an appointment here in Butler County, and I've done all those things. I've already been in jail over there for 5 weeks for it. I've been reinstated. I paid off my fines over there. I was guilty of that stuff.
Okay,
I'm guilty of it now, you know. So I'm not here to war against that.
sure. Mr. Matthews, I just want to make sure that your due process rights are protected.
Yes, sir.
You do have a right to a lawyer, and I
Yes,
don't,
sir.
I haven't heard so far that you're willing to waive the
I'm
assistance.
willing to waive it, Your Honor.
Are you
I'm
sure?
willing to waive it. I did. I mean, I'm
All
willing
right.
to waive it.
Can we put a waiver of counsel form before Mr. Matthews?
Make sure you read it.
Okay.
While he's doing that, do we know how many days that he's been held for Butler since he got out of Sumner County?
I just got here yesterday, Your Honor. They came.
Okay.
I reported over there on Monday as I was told to, and they came and got me yesterday.
Okay.
And I'm here. Yeah, also.
But they held you on Butler County's warrant starting Monday, right?
Well, they knew I.
All right, is
Yes,
it,
sir.
Mr.
Yes,
Matthews?
sir.
On Monday, they detained you because of the Butler County hold. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir.
All right. If it is your intention to waive counsel freely and voluntarily, Mr. Matthews, you should sign that form before you. If you have any questions about it, please ask before you sign.
Is this gonna get me in deeper trouble? I'm trying to resolve this.
We'll find out about that in just a minute, Mr. Matthews.
In the presence of today's the 30th day of April.
Need to sign it, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Matthews, it's been indicated, and apparently before this court, you've waived the right to legal counsel. And it's my understanding that you're willing to stipulate and agree that you committed these violations with your explanations.
Yes, sir.
Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. The court finds in this case that Mr. Matthews has waived a formal due process hearing in this case, stipulates and agrees that he committed the violations as alleged in the warrant to show cause, and he's waived legal counsel in the case. The court finds that these are substantial and material violations of the terms and conditions of his Butler County probation. Court will turn to a disposition in this case. Ms. Pierce, what does your office recommend as to what we do with Mr. Matthews at this point?
Judge, this is a 2023 case. You're aware of that. I was looking at the warrant to show cause to see exactly what it said. And it looked to me like the failed to refrain from purchasing alcohol and tobacco or alcohol report and pay all fines associated with the case. At this point, Judge, he did indicate that he was revoked and he did some jail time in another county for that, and that this revocation was a part of that this case was a part of that original revocation. So I don't know exactly what the cost and fees are of this case, but he indicated that he would be able to pay that. I would be able to, I would accept that if he would just pay the cost and fees at this time, that be done and his probation be completed or.
All right. So let me ask you, Mr. Matthews, you said that you could pay this off. You have the money with you at the jail?
Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
do?
sir. I can go straight to the court from here and pay it. It's $368, Your
That's
Honor.
correct. That's correct.
Yes, sir. The court clerk told me so. I can pay it immediately. Yes, sir.
Anything else you want to say in mitigation of punishment here, Mr. Matthews?
Yes, I wouldn't say so. Man, God is good. You know, I war with this thing. I'm disabled veteran. I have PTSD. I got my PTSD and my drug affliction doing green missions in Marine Corps 50 years ago. I served from 75 to 81, and I war with my drug affliction. Once in the VA, never want to incarcerate me for it. It's never made me do just criminal acts and things and stealing and I was raised well, you know what I'm saying? It just, I got stuff in my life too, man, I stopped driving. When I get my driver's license back, I'm glad Kansas has a new law. Help me get my driver's license back. I promised someone who passed away that I'd stop driving. A lot of people want to help me, you know what I'm saying? Man, I just thank God for another day, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get this stuff behind me. You won't see me again, okay? I'm going to get it cleaned up. I need to go back over to, they're going to transfer my probation from Sumner County back to Waiver County. I just thankful for an opportunity to get things straightened up, man, okay? I've been dealing with this for a long, long time. Thank you.
Matthews, I kind of would wonder that if you did get let out of jail today, how you'd make it to the clerk's office.
I'm gonna walk up there. It's
Okay.
not, it's about a half a mile away from here.
Okay, that's
I'm
doable.
a Marine, I can make it.
Yes,
Even
sir.
with my disabled leg, I can make it. I'll
All right.
get there. They get me out of here before they close. I'll go directly there, Your Honor.
Okay. I think the prosecutor in this case, Mr. Matthews, has taken into account that you've just done some hard time for Sumner County. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
If there's a lesson to be learned from a jail stint, you've already learned it.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to give you credit for time already served. I'm going to flatten your sentence as of now, and I'm going to cut you loose,
Thank you,
Mr.
Your Honor.
Matthews. But a couple of things. Number
Yes,
one,
sir.
you need to go right from the jail, take that money you say you have, and pay
Yes.
off the $368 with the clerk of the district court in Butler County,
Yes, sir.
the judicial center in El Dorado.
Okay.
You say it's a half mile, I believe you. And as an
Okay.
ex-Marine, I know you can make the hike. But
Yeah,
if you
can.
take care of that today, it won't be sent to collections. You don't-
Okay, I'll do it, sir.
Okay, you take care of that 368. And then, Mr. Matthews, if you do have a drug problem, you need to continue to work on it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
VA got me, Your Honor.
And I appreciate your service to our country.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Matthews. It's going to take them a little bit of time to get you processed out, but if you
Okay.
don't have any other holds on you, they're
Thank
going to
you.
release you today on this
Thank
case
you.
and get that case paid off with the clerk's office. All right?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Good luck
Thanks,
to
sir.
you.
Happy
Yeah.
Mother's Day, everybody. Thank you. Thank
Same to
you.
you.
Okay.